The WNBA just gave us some of the most entertaining games on their 30th year anniversary weekend. I'm talking scare your dog, hit your shin on the coffee table type games. Wild endings that were all capped off by Nneka Ogumeke's 3-point game winner in the 30th year anniversary game. I mean, how could it have been written any better?
We understood the assignment because the assignment was not just to represent ourselves and our community. It was to represent every little girl who looked like us, who wanted to be us.
There were definitely some fun games over the weekend. This 30-year anniversary had a lot of the teams packed in, so you really got to see the league. You know, most weren't locked behind League Pass or Prime Video or anything. You saw some gritty games from the Indiana Fever and Atlanta Dream, a crazy comeback win from the Dallas Wings, and the Mystics were able to hold off the Liberty. So with all that culminating, the Sparks and Liberty game was the game to catch. The stars were out, the legends showed up, and the fans were entertained. Now this anniversary game is played this year because the WNBA started in 1996. They took that first year basically to get ready for the 1997 season. And I took the time a while back to go through both years, 1996 and 1997. Hopefully if we get a little action, we'll keep that series going. Those legends put in work 30 years ago, and the fruits of their labor are standing before us today. The more people that talked and gave speeches, the more emotional it got. We got to hear from Rebecca Lobo, Teresa Weatherspoon, obviously Lisa Leslie, and a slew of the stars that played in that original Sparks versus Liberty game. And yes, I definitely think it's a bit poetic that New York won that first game and the Sparks won this game 30 years later. Now I do want to start with New York. They did have their legends in the building. Again, Rebecca Lobo and Teresa Weatherspoon. We always love a sighting from her. And obviously both teams wanted to win for their respective mentors, so to speak. And for the Liberty, it was going their way for a majority of the game, especially in the first half. They figured out how to use their size advantage against the Sparks. I don't want to say dominating in the paint, but kind of winning that battle in those first 3 quarters. So you got pretty good action from Jonquel Jones, Breanna Stewart, Satu Sabally. But I don't know, even watching it through the second, I know LA was down by 17 at one point. It didn't really feel like to me they were out of the game at any point. Like they always felt like they were within striking distance, even being 17 points down. And for the most part, they were putting in work. Breanna Stewart gave them 18 points and 10 rebounds, 4 assists and 2 steals, so she probably would have been the star of their team had they won. But it was still a pretty rough night overall. She missed all 4 of her threes, 2 turnovers, but outside of Jonquel Jones, 18 points and 8 rebounds, it was really just trying to find more help out there. I mean, specifically on offense, once the Sparks started chipping away. Satu Sabally gave them 14 points, 5 rebounds, and 7 assists. And honestly, seeing her sink 3 threes really gave me the hope that this team is coming back to form, but you can tell she's not at 100%. And obviously, it's the same with Sabrina Ionescu. I mean, she only had 2 points and barely attempted 3 shots. And it's not like the lockdown defense was stopping her. This is one of the better players in this league. Obviously, a top 5 guard. If she's not ready to come back, please let her sit down. We do not need to lose additional stars in this league. Sabrina Ionescu is literally mentored by someone like Steph Curry. A double team isn't going to stop her. So something is not right, and I need them to take their time getting her back, because that's the only thing that's going to keep them down that list in my power rankings, not getting Sabrina Ionescu back at all or getting her back well below 100%. But they got excellent production from the bench. 10 points from Maureen Johannes and 17 points from Pauline Austier. This rookie has definitely been a bright spot for this team, especially missing Sabrina Ionescu. But man, I know that last play hurt. Erica Wheeler getting in on the drive and the team kind of collapsing. When they started to react to Erica Wheeler's pass, Jonquel Jones catches the player in the corner, and technically Nneka Ogumeke would have been Austier's player to defend. This was a high pressure situation. I'm not saying anything against the rookie, but if an experienced vet like Sabrina Ionescu was in on that last play, maybe she wouldn't have been so wide open, or would have been tied instead of a 3. That was probably the most glaring thing for me watching the Liberty. Sabrina Ionescu was not in the game. game in clutch moments. So at some point, we will find out what's been going on there, even if it's just slowly getting back to form. Because the Liberty definitely needed her defense, her IQ, once the Sparks started chipping away at this game. Even being down 17, yes, the heroics came from NECA. You honestly had some very decent stops from Kelsey Plum, but Ray Burrell led the charge on the offensive side. As much as the Liberty were playing big, the Sparks started playing fast, and Ray Burrell is their best young option on the wing. She's crazy athletic, sometimes hitting shots you don't really believe are possible at her speed, angle, or position on the floor, but she was getting it done. 19 points, hit all her free throws, so coming off the bench and again leading that charge and being the biggest muscle in that charge to get back in the game, I just had to give her those initial flowers. Now, NECA herself did attribute the start of that run to them starting to grab rebounds, push in transition, and kind of force the Liberty into bad defensive sets for an easy bucket.
That was a point of emphasis for us. We wanted to make sure that we got as many possessions as we could. And so we wanted to go out there and be aggressive, but also, they came out hot. JJ was really hitting shots, but we can't be spread out and not get more possessions. I think we did a really good job of trying to secure those possessions and turning it into transition points, which really helped us in the end.
And it worked. But even when you think about the first couple of quarters, the Sparks kept fighting. They kept themselves in the game, even if it was being down by double digits.
The atmosphere here was great. I thrive in moments of pressure, so I was happy to be in it. And how we got this win, I wouldn't want it any other way. Like Coach said, NECA is the perfect person to hit that shot on tonight. I think we just need to come out and start like that. I think oftentimes as human, when you're back against the wall, you rise to the pressure. But I think we need to start from that. You need to start like that. And like I said, man, it was just a level of energy in this building that it was no way we was gonna lose this game, and I think we showed that. I think we owed it to the organization to win this game for the organization. So I think we put that out there, and I wouldn't want to battle with anybody else that was on this team, and we got it done.
De'Erica Hamby gave him 12 points and 8 rebounds. I thought she was very important on the boards. Kelsey Plum had 12 points and 7 assists. She is really taking up the charge to be the floor general, so I had to give her that. But obviously the real heroics came down to Nneka Ogwumike, who finished the game with 24 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 steals. And 13 of those points came in the fourth quarter, proving she's still carrying around that clutch gene. I mean, it hasn't went anywhere. This is the same one who hit a putback game winner against the Lynx for a championship. I mean, the lights can't get any brighter than that. A 14-year veteran.
It feels really good. I've been with the Sparks for so long. I'm so sorry. It's emotional seeing all of these legends in the building, people that didn't get paid their value, and they're still coming here and supporting us. I'm so grateful. Thank you, Madam President. Thank you. Thanks, April.
Madam President, excellent. The definition of poise on the floor. Because yes, she hit that game winner, but just 2 plays before, she hit the 3 that tied the game on another assist from Erica Wheeler. This was just a storybook ending to not just the anniversary game, but the anniversary weekend for the WNBA. This was so fun to watch. I cannot express that enough. I love the WNBA. This whole display shows you why they lasted this long. From legends of the past caring about future players, and the players of today caring about the legends of the past, and them still wanting to make this as big as they possibly can, on top of being amazingly entertaining. It's just becoming more and more something you want to be a part of. I mean, personally, I'd have played for the Sparks. I'm just hype challenged.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, players.